day.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the left side, a catch by White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
This defense for the Niners very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Jair Brown on the stop there.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Puka Nacua. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now back to the ground game with White. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 69 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. That pick six just a moment ago, things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, during that run, an injury here. They got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. So he stopped for no gain. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's Samuel, caught left side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Purdy. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Moody good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw again. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Play action. Now Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle, able to power through. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 174, just one shy of Emmitt Smith in 2nd place. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Purdy now to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is caught, one-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it. So what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy. Because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There was some trust in there. There was also some hope.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. On play action, they'll throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 16. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They run straight ahead here with White. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shelton. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll look to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Shelton. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Back to throw here. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Purdy to throw it on first down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Purdy off the play fake. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Shreds the tackle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Purdy bootlegging it. He's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Here's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd down and 3. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st down. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 19 ticks remain. Second down here. They keep it on the ground. White again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
70 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. First throw of overtime for Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 37. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's completion right there.
Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Pass complete there to Nakua. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they can find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.